Let's start. Dress. It's a piece of clothing that covers the top half of the body and hangs down over the legs, usually worn by women and girls. Dress. T-shirt. It's a simple piece of clothing, usually with short sleeves and no collar, that covers the top part of the body. T-shirt. Jumper. In American English, we call it sweater. It's a piece of clothing with long sleeves that is usually made from wool, is worn on the upper part of the body, and does not open at the front. It's also a pullover and jersey. Jumper, sweater, pullover, jersey. Shirt. It's a piece of clothing worn, especially by men, on the upper part of the body, made of light cloth like cotton, and usually having a collar and buttons at the front. Shirt. Jeans. They are trousers made of denim, strong blue cotton cloth that are worn informally. Jeans. Skirt. It's a piece of clothing that hangs from the waist and covers some or all of the legs, usually worn by women and girls. Skirt. Leggings. They are very tight trousers made from a material that stretches easily, sometimes worn under other clothes. Leggings. Blouse. It's a shirt for a woman or girl. Blouse. Trousers. It's a piece of clothing that covers the lower part of the body from the waist to the feet. In American English, we call them pants. Trousers, pants. Socks. It's a piece of clothing made from soft material that covers your foot and the lower part of your leg. Socks. Suit. It's a jacket and trousers or a jacket and skirt that are made from the same material. Suit. Jacket. It's a short coat. Jacket. A suit jacket, also called a lounge jacket, dress jacket, lounge coat, or suit coat, is a jacket in classic menswear that is part of a suit. Blazer. It is also a type of formal jacket that is a different color from the trousers or skirt that are worn with it. Sweatshirt. It's a piece of informal clothing with long sleeves, usually made of thick cotton, worn on the upper part of the body. Sweatshirt. Coat. It's an outer piece of clothing with sleeves that is worn over other clothes, usually for warmth. Coat. Raincoat. It's a coat that protects the wearer against rain. Raincoat. Shorts. They are trousers that end above the knee or reach the knee, often worn in hot weather or when playing a sport. Shorts. Tracksuit. It's a loose top and trousers, worn either by people who are training for a sport or exercising, or as informal clothing. Tracksuit. Dungarees. It's a pair of trousers with an extra piece of cloth that covers the chest and is held in place by a strap over each shoulder. In American English, overalls. Cardigan. It's a piece of clothing, usually made from wool, that covers the upper part of the body and the arms, fastening at the front with buttons, and usually worn over other clothes. Cardigan. Stockings. It's a pair of tight-fitting, thin cloth covers for the feet and legs worn especially by women. Stockings. Tights. It's a piece of clothing made of very thin material that tightly covers the feet, legs, and lower part of the body, often worn under skirts and dresses. In American English, they are pantyhose. Tights, pantyhose. Hoodie. It's a sweatshirt, cotton clothing for the upper body that has a hood to cover the head. Hoodie. Waistcoat. It's a piece of clothing that covers the upper body, but not the arms, and usually has buttons down the front, worn over a shirt. In American English, we call it vest. Waistcoat vest. Vest. It's a shirt without sleeves, usually made out of cotton, that is worn in the summer or for sport. Or vest. It's a type of underwear, often with no sleeves, that covers the upper part of the body, worn for extra warmth. In American English, we call it undershirt. Pajamas. It's a soft, loose clothing that is worn in bed and consists of trousers and a type of shirt. Pajamas. Top. It's any piece of light clothing worn on the part of the body above the waist. Top. Nightdress. It's a comfortable piece of clothing, like a loose dress worn by a woman or a girl in bed. In American English, we call it nightgown. Nightdress, nightgown. Dressing gown. It's a loose piece of clothing like a coat, worn informally inside the house, especially before getting dressed in the morning or after getting undressed in the evening. In American English, we call it bathrobe. Bra. It's a piece of women's underwear that supports the breasts. Informal, we say brassiere. Bra. Swimming trunks. It's a piece of men's clothing that is worn when swimming. Swimming trunks. Uniform. It's a particular set of clothes that has to be worn by the members of the same organization or group of people. Uniform. Underpants. It's a piece of underwear covering the area between the waist and the top of the legs. We can also say pants or underwear pants. Knickers. It's a piece of underwear worn by women and girls covering the area between the waist and the tops of the legs. In American English, we call panties. Knickers, panties. Swimsuit. It's a piece of clothing that you wear for swimming. Swimsuit. Go on. Belt. It's a long, thin piece of leather, cloth, or plastic that you wear around your waist. Belt. Cap. It's a hat with a flat, curved part at the front. Cap. Thigh. It's a long, thin piece of cloth that a man wears around his neck with a shirt. Thigh, hat. It's a thing you wear to cover your head, for fashion or protection. Hat. Gloves. It's a piece of clothing that covers your fingers and hand. Gloves. Scarf. It's a piece of cloth that you wear around your neck, head, or shoulders to keep warm or for decoration. Scarf. Mittens. It's a type of glove with a single part for all the fingers and a separate part for the thumb. Mittens. Trainers. They are types of light, comfortable shoes that can be worn for sport. In American English, we say sneakers. Trainers. Sneakers. Boots. Boot is a type of shoe that covers the whole foot and the lower part of the leg. Boots. Sandals. Sandal is a light shoe, especially worn in warm weather, consisting of a bottom part held onto the foot by straps. Sandals. Shoes. It's one of a pair of coverings for your feet, usually made of a strong material such as leather, with a thick leather or plastic sole, base, and usually a heel. Shoes. High heels. They are women's shoes, in which the heels are raised high off the ground. We also say high-heeled shoes or high-heeled boots. Slippers. It's a type of soft, comfortable shoe for wearing inside the house. Slippers. Rain boots. They are waterproof boots that cover the feet and lower parts of the legs, usually reaching almost up to the knees. In American and Australian English, we say rubber boots. And in Britain also say wellingtons. Flip-flops. Flip-flop is a type of open shoe, often made of rubber, with a V-shaped strap that goes between the big toe and the toe next to it. Flip-flops. And don't forget, clothes mean nothing until someone lives in them. Marc Jacobs. The last step is to watch a short video about clothes.
Eco-clothes. Take a look at the clothes you're wearing. Are they made from natural fabrics such as cotton, linen, or silk, or from synthetic fabrics like nylon or polyester? Which type of fabric do you think is more environmentally friendly? The answer may surprise you. Most people believe that natural fabrics are better for the environment than synthetic ones. But this isn't always true. For example, while it only takes a pound of cotton to make one t-shirt, it takes 1/3 of a pound of pesticides to grow the cotton in the first place. To change the color, factories use all kinds of chemicals. Unfortunately, all of these chemicals end up as waste, which contaminates our rivers and soil. So what is the best thing to do? Well, when it comes to buying new clothes these days, you don't have to worry, as you can simply choose to buy organic. This means buying clothes produced in a way that causes as little harm to the environment as possible. Here are some of the different options on offer. Linen. Linen grows more quickly than cotton and doesn't need too many chemicals to produce it. Eco-fleece. Eco-fleece is a kind of polyester from recycled plastic bottles. At the recycling center, people wash the plastic, chop it and turn it into flakes. Then they make fibers and weave them into comfortable, cozy pullovers. Bamboo. Bamboo clothing is as soft as cashmere and allows your skin to breathe. It also keeps you cool enough in hot weather and warm enough in cold weather. It doesn't take such a lot of effort to be naturally fashionable. So why not give it a try?
Bye for now.